Hello, good day, beautiful people. I am the Inspirational Lady Noble 365 Tarot. Welcome to my channel. I greatly appreciate you being here. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. I trust you will love this vibe, and everything you need to know about me is in the description below. This will be past, present, or future, you or someone around you. So take a resonance, need the rest for someone else. This is a general read, it's not a personal read. If you like a personal read, check out the description below, and I'll be glad to assist you with doing so. Remember that tarot is a tool, it is not the final rule. It's a good idea to have an empty cup. You are on Lady Noble's channel and you really want to see what's up. Thank you all for stopping by. Thank you for your kindness and your support. Okay. You could have a situation, collective, where you are feeling a situation or an energy where you feel like maybe there's a lot of things going on. Okay, maybe you feel you're being attacked. Maybe you feel you are being judged. Okay, maybe you feel that, there could possibly be a tower moment coming, but I'm picking up this tower is from you possibly losing your patience. Okay, maybe you're like, one more time and I'm a smacker. You might be in that energy. One more time and I'm a, you know. Yeah, one more time and I'm a smacker. I'm a tell her off. I'm gonna tell him off. So you could have someone maybe around you annoying you, someone picking or prying. This could be at work, at home. This could be in a relationship, a family circle. This could be a family member, okay, poking and prying, bothering you, maybe passing judgment, hoping they can pee you off, tee you off, get you upset, okay? Maybe this is someone who's passing judgment on your life choices, who you choose to love, date, be with. Maybe they're being very critical. This could be someone who criticizes people in the family on a regular basis. So the nature of this person is something that the family has grown accustomed to. I pick it up, okay? All right. But you've become very fed up. But Spirit is saying for you not to be all in your head. You have free will to not associate with this person or any group that they are attached to, even if it is your family. I mean, if there's a family gathering and this person is present, there's nothing you can do about that, okay? But you can not show up, not be around these group of people, because most likely whatever you do, the family or who's ever associated or deals with this person is going to take your business back. So I did a reading and also a motivational speech on my channel about that, nipping it in the bud. When you sever ties with a person, you can't just say, well, I'm going to not deal with this person, but I'm going to deal with these two. If you deal with these two, whatever you share or they observe, they're going to take it back to this person. And it'll be like you've never severed ties. You get what I'm saying? So even when it comes to family, there are some times where you have to separate yourself and maybe let go everyone in your family or majority of the people, okay? And also in a friend group, you can't say, well, I'm going to deal with this friend, but I'm not going to talk to these two. Because if you're not talking to these two, but they're still dealing with the one you're not talking to, whatever they observe or whatever you share with this person, they're taking it right back to them. So it's like you're not severing ties. So you have to nip it in the bud. You have to pull the root up. You have to get to the root of the situation. And there are times, and there are people who have had to sever ties with their entire family. And it's because the family is unhealthy, toxic, nefarious, could also be not safe. You could have people in the family who have done things that are should be forbidden, done things that they should be incarcerated for. Wherever your mind just went, yes, collective, that's what I'm speaking of. And so you have to protect yourself. Source, God, Creator, will not love you any less because you choose self-preservation. So anyone with that, oh, that's family theory, okay, baby, allow the unlearning to begin, because that's just something you've been told. But any one person, place, or thing that is not for your highest good or unhealthy for your well-being, or any group of people who condones behavior that is illegal or unhealthy or not safe, You do not have to deal with that person, place, or thing, whether it's parental figure, siblings, cousins, uncles, aunt, husband, friends, whomever. You have a right to separate. You have a right to sever ties and never ever look back or connect to that person. You do not have to give access to anyone in your life that does not have your highest good at heart or in regard. Okay. You do not have to be the fool for anyone. You're not put here to be the fool. There are circumstances where we are unaware, of what's going on, or we don't know any better because we're in our learning and growing season every day of our life. The learning and growing never stops. But once you become aware of what's taking place, maybe there's someone in the family who's handsy with minors, children. That's unsafe, unhealthy, illegal, something that needs to be addressed. And maybe you have a family, or there's someone who has a family who condones this, who sweeps it under the rug, who don't want to talk about it. And the cycle just continues because who they're handsy with, they grow up to become more handsy. Okay. They grow up to start touching on people and dealing with people who are not on their level, not of their age, and the cycle continues. So in order to break that cycle, if you're the whistleblower of something like that, or you don't want that to pass down on your children, it's a good idea for you to protect yourself and your children if you are a parent. And so that's just an example, of severing ties. That's for someone who needs to see this and hear this. It happens. It's nothing to be ashamed of. It happens. It happens in many families. Okay. But it needs to be addressed. It needs to be talked about. And if you have a family that does not want you to speak on such activities that have taken place that are unhealthy, diabolical, negative, nefarious, abusive, someone's been handsy with you in any kind of way, that means putting their hands where they don't belong, then that is someone you need to sever ties from. Just as she's twirling, you need to dance your way away from them people and never return. Allow the healing to begin, because when you allow yourself to stay connected or giving these kind of people access to your life, it keeps the cycle going and the healing can't begin. The healing process can't begin because you keep stepping into their energetic field. You keep connecting yourself to this energy, and it's diabolical. Everyone around this tower here has chosen to, sacrifice themselves. These skulls here represents the family members, the friends, the layers of people who have dealt with this person being handsy, or, just being, have to watch my wording, just being very foul and disrespectful. This represents the family keeping it hush, these layers of skulls. And that's a lot of people, generations, maybe different siblings, cousins, family members who have been violated by this person year after year, time after time. Maybe family friends have been violated as well by this person, and no one wants to talk about it. They want to sweep it under the rug, so much so where the energy, eventually this tower is going to do what? Explode or tip over. Someone's going to get hurt. Someone could hurt that person for being handsy with them. Someone could respond in a wrong way, from the family allowing the situation. Number one, allowing this person to keep showing up to dinners and barbecues because you couldn't eat at my crib. And if you was going to eat at my crib, I wouldn't trust the plate that I'm going to give you. I'm going to say that the family should not even be allowing this person to even be in the presence of the family, anyone, adult or child. But the accumulation of, shh, let's not talk about that. Shh, I know he did that to you or she did that to you, but let's not talk about that. That accumulation is going to eventually explode. That situation is going to become explosive, and someone can get hurt in a way that you cannot return from. Someone can take an action that they can't turn back from. So when you know, or if you are part of a family that has this going on, it is very important that you sever ties and never look back permanently. Whether you are a parent or not, protect yourself, protect your children, protect your mind, protect your life. You may be the one to find out about some ish and want to let this person have it. You may get fed up and say, you know what? I'm tired of Shh, let's not talk about that. We need to talk about it. And then we need to let this person know they're not part of this family. Okay? But those who sit around and condone this activity, if this reading tees you off, oh well, too bad. Go heal yourself. Those who allow this kind of energy to stay, and protect this person. Something wrong with you. Something wrong with you. The next card we have here is the Ace of Pentacles. And see, this pentacle is being handed by source, if you need to separate, if you need to move forward because of judgment, or if someone is being handsy with you or violating you, or disregarding you in any kind of way. They're letting you know that we support you. We support you. We want you to know that we are here for you. We're here to give you that hand up, that leg up. We will provide for you. Don't worry about being lonely. We will place the right people in your path that will feel like family. Okay? Just because they're a relative don't mean they really family. The next card we have here is the King of Swords. Okay? And so this energy here gives me the energy of someone who wants to tell their truth. You're very courageous, and you're someone who's not going to sit on any lies. So anyone who's passing judgment on you, or they're protecting this Chester here, this person who needs to be incarcerated and reported, if they are protecting this person, this is someone, who needs help themselves. But you're very outspoken. You're not going to be quiet. I feel your energy. You are not going to be quiet. And that's why it's important, so you don't find yourself incarcerated from, letting this person have a piece of your mind, or in this situation where someone gets hurt, to sever ties and stay away, whatever this situation may be for you, because you're ready to take action and you're not afraid. But you could still have people ganging up on you within this family or friend group, okay? You could have people maybe ganging up on you, that's wrong. You shouldn't say that. Oh, that didn't happen, trying to pull the wool over your eyes as if you don't know any better, as if you're not aware of what happened to you if you have experienced this. And then we have the Hierophant energy here, okay? So we have Source showing up, confirming that it's time for you to move forward. And that can only be done by separation. And trust and know you do not have to announce your arrival or your departure. Collective, you do not have to announce your arrival or your departure. You have free will. You have free will to move forward. Give yourself the justice. Give yourself the ability to obtain and reestablish the balance in your life. You or someone around you could have Libra placements in their chart, but give yourself the justice, okay? Give it to yourself. You do not need permission. You do not need to have a conversation with anyone. You do not have to have survivor's remorse because you choose to move on with your life and sever ties. Maybe there's someone, I'm picking up on someone who has a favorite cousin or maybe a sibling, they choose to stay. Well, those who choose to stay, I just told you, let them stay over there. Let them stay over there, and you be over here, powerful by yourself, establishing a new life by yourself, new associates, new friends, new opportunity, and happiness and peace as well. Okay. Confirming this, we have the Eight of Cups. Time to walk away. Let them see your backside. Walk away. Move forward. No, you do not know what's ahead of you. None of us know what's ahead of us, but it's a good thing to trust the process and the idea and the energy of you walking away and severing ties from any unhealthy connection sends out a signal. You're signifying source. You're letting the ancestors know this is a cycle that I am breaking. I am choosing me. I'm choosing self-preservation, and I'm being brave enough. You're letting source know I'm being brave enough, and I trust the process. I trust that there is better for me. No, you don't see what's out there. You don't know. It's very dark. This person can't see, what's ahead, but they know it's greater than what they're leaving behind. So walking away will be fine. confirming walking away once again, the Six of Swords, going on to smoother, calmer waters where there's less turbulence, less judgment, less paranoia, anxiousness, nervousness. I'm picking up on someone who becomes anxious or nervous whenever they show up to a family gathering and they're around this person or anywhere where this person is. Or especially if you have children or you're constantly keeping an eye on your children. You may be a working parent, someone who works a lot of hours, and you're very concerned. Yes, you have a family who's very helpful when it comes to babysitting your child. Be careful with that collective, especially the ones who want to babysit too much, but you're very concerned. You could be at work and not able to work in peace because you're concerned about the safety of your child. Spirit is saying it's time to let it go. It's time to let it go. So this concludes the read. I trust and hope that it assists you for your highest good. Later.